continuing our series of webinars, Touch TV. And today we will talk about social media management and how to better optimize this process. We have invited a special guest, founder of the great platform Planable, Vlad. He will tell us about how to better automate the social media management processes and reach out to your audience. Hello, Vlad. Nice to see you again.
Hey, Alina. I'm really happy to hear you. Really happy to reconnect again. It's been a long time since we last spoke.
Yeah, the last time we met actually was at Digital Summit in Tbilisi last October. How did you find Tbilisi? Did you like it here?
It's amazing. I'm really still remembering the times in Belize and at the conference as well, and really the whole trip. I'm probably talking about this trip every month with a couple of my friends. Really looking forward to come back to the whole region. Really looking to travel again in the region and come back to Tbilisi. And hopefully, maybe next year we can reconnect again in person at the conference itself.
Yeah, let's hope for the best. So I know that you have a very vast experience in digital marketing. Can you please tell us more about your background? What are you strong in?
Definitely, yeah. So I started Planable with two of my co-founders 4.5 years ago in 2016. All of us worked in social media agencies before. We personally struggled with the part of content creation and collaboration and just managing the whole content for any of our clients that were working in spreadsheets and PowerPoints. We wanted to solve this problem, so we ended up building Planable to solve this problem specifically for them. After testing out so many other solutions, so many other problems, so many other platforms, including some of our current and direct and indirect competitors, we just went to build Planable ourselves with the knowledge that we had. Before that, when starting Planable, I was 19. I never built a software solution before that. I'm still not a technical person myself. I was a marketing guy. I founded a couple of nonprofits myself just to manage them for developing soft skills for pupils and teenagers across the city and across my personal connection sphere. But at Planable for 4 years, until this year, I was doing a lot of marketing. I was basically doing email marketing, affiliate marketing, copywriting, social media, outreaching, growth hacking, and everything else, everything basically related to marketing. But then starting this year, we discussed internally that I was talking to a lot of customers for the past 4 years. So it would be actually nice to make a transition to the sales. So I went to have a transition starting this year. I moved to sales department. So I am currently one of the sales executives at Planable. As a co-founder, it's also a lot more easier for me to do this because I can easily get in touch with the people with a more genuine message. As a founder, I'm always looking for feedback. So even if a conversation doesn't get up in a sales perspective, I can definitely keep the conversation on and just keep talking to the people as we were. And in terms of the digital marketing, I was helping, and I'm still helping many startups on their digital marketing side. Just wrapping up the first steps in the digital marketing, getting up the website, choosing the platforms themselves, figuring out what do we want to do on the website. My girlfriend, actually, she's just starting out her first company. I was trying to help her as much as I can on the social media, on the website itself, and everything that she can do. And from the digital marketing perspective, I really tried to do everything that I could. Probably the only couple of things that I didn't do was performance marketing and Facebook ads or Google ads, things like that. But from the copy perspective, I also did that.
That sounds like a really vast experience, actually. Thank you for sharing with us. And I'm sure that our audience will come up to you later with some questions and requests for consultation.
Definitely, yeah.
Hopefully.
Of course, you can definitely leave my email probably in the post or the video or anywhere you want. If you guys have any questions on the fact, I'm really happy to reconnect with you in a call.
Perfect. So can you tell us what is Planable? What's behind this great platform?
Definitely. So Planable is a content collaboration platform for agencies, freelancers, and marketing teams. Essentially, think about this as a marketing person. Think about this like a visual Google Docs or visual spreadsheets for social media, because this is how the typical process works like in social media right now. So you have a spreadsheet, you typically have a spreadsheet. Teams, 99% of the teams that I talk to every day, they have spreadsheets. They create their social media plan for the next week or for the next month for any brand that they manage. Whether this is FMCG, this is a hotel, this is a conference, really doesn't matter. Typically people do this in spreadsheets. You have in spreadsheets different roles. You have the name of the post, you have the date, time, you have probably some labels to set up like category of posts. For example, for the conference, this would be people or promotion or tickets or buy or things like that. Then you have a media file like raw, and probably assigned to this person or the platform that this is going to publish. Now imagine all of this, but in a simple platform. So essentially Planable is a platform that helps you, first of all, to create all of this content for the next week or for the next month. Collaborate with the people, because you would normally collaborate, ask for feedback on email, maybe on Slack, maybe on Telegram, maybe on WhatsApp, maybe on email or anywhere else to ask for feedback. You want to create a better post. You want to check if this is the right image. You want to check if this is the right content and so on. Then most probably you would have, for example, an approver. Maybe, for example, Alina is managing the conference itself, but she has a social media person on the team. So the social media person on the team would ask for approval from Alina. So she would have to approve the content that the social media person created. So Planable also has the approved perspective into. And then obviously to close the loop, it also has a scheduling part. So you can easily just schedule the content to social media directly. All that, this is what we call Planable right now.
Okay, that's clear now. And what kind of social media channels are presented on it?
So currently we support Facebook pages and Facebook groups, Twitter and Instagram profiles, and also LinkedIn pages and LinkedIn profiles.
Mm-hmm. And how about TikTok?
We might consider implementing TikTok in the future, but right now we haven't seen some major considerations from brands. This is a more of a B2C platform. We haven't seen brands being really active and engaging on the platform itself. We definitely try to stay as agile as possible. We have some ideas that we want to implement, like Google My Business, which is super important for local brands or local companies, restaurants, and things like that. Or, for example, YouTube, or maybe Pinterest, and so on. All of these platforms are still on our radar. We are more than happy to implement this as long as this is part of our core user base and also part of our core mission at what we do at Planable.
I see. Regarding the Google My Business, you should definitely talk with one of our previous guests for Touch TV, Vladimir from GetPin. I will definitely put you in contact both to discuss this. Okay, and where are you present? I mean, in terms of geography, who is using Planable now in which countries?
So really with Planable, we have a couple of targeted regions that we have. So this is mostly in North America, obviously US, also Canada has been on our radar for the past year a lot, and a lot of Western Europe. So this would be, for example, 40% North America, 30% Western Europe, and then everything around the world. We have a couple of interesting regions and markets that are still surprising us. For example, like Australia, very, very active for the past couple of months. Maybe Brazil or Latin America itself. South Africa also has been a really big surprise for us this year. But mostly the people are just North America and Europe. Okay,
and what is the typical type of business that is using Planable? What are these companies like? Are they like small, medium enterprise or bigger ones? What kind of industries they are coming from?
Of course, yeah. So in terms of companies, in terms of target customers, there are two type of enterprises or companies themselves. First, this is a brand marketing team. This is an in-house marketing team that works at brand like, for example, brands like Spotify or Casper, brands that are very social media heavy, very social media focused, brands that have grown for the social media, with lots of millennials or people of our age working on the social media, people that know the power and the advantages of social media and have risen as the brand really fast. And on the other side, there are the people that are actually managing brands themselves. These are the agencies. With agencies, we have a large spectrum of agencies that we're talking to. There are small and medium agencies, for example, agencies that are managing only 3 to 5 clients, or maybe 5 to 10 clients and so on. But there are also lots and lots of agencies that we talk to that manage entire cities or entire counties, for example, like 15 or 25 clients that we are managing on social media. This can be different clients that we have. This can be, for example, local veterinary clinics, or just maybe local dental clinics, restaurants, and so on. Or on the other side, lots of supporting just lots of salespeople. For example, there is a company that's managing 52 salespeople within the company itself. And they're managing their own LinkedIn profiles for them. And also on the other side, there are also a couple of large enterprises that we work with. For example, UNFP, World Food Program, that's one of our customers, and many other large enterprises that we are trying to find better their needs, and obviously in talk with many other companies right now.
All right, so we have figured out what is Planable, who should use it, why and how. And now I think it's the best time to actually see how it works.
What you currently are seeing on the page, this is the main workspace. So this is the place where you would normally manage your company. It typically starts right here from the dashboard. In the dashboard, you can easily select what workspace do you want to work on. What I mean by workspace is essentially a brand. So for example, if Alina is managing the conference, she would just have one workspace, all of them for the conference. But I know that Touch also has lots of other sub-brands, for example, Touch TV, Touch Conference, and so on. So each sub-brand would have their own workspace so that you can easily manage them in a more dedicated and organized environment. When you go into the workspace itself, you can easily see how visual Planable is. So we've made this from the perspective that we wanted it to be super easy to use. And if any of the stakeholders, or if anyone that wants to use Planable uses Facebook, you will definitely know and understand how to use Planable too. This is as simple as that. You can easily see almost all the types of content: images, text posts, videos, URL links, everything else that you need is directly here. Right now, as I was saying, we support Facebook pages and groups, Twitter and Instagram profiles, and also LinkedIn pages and LinkedIn profiles. In Planable, you can easily just create a post. Then creating a post, you can create a post for all of your pages in the same time. You can add different labels. If you remember, I mentioned before, different labels can work for different categories of the content or topics or campaign. For example, for Touch Conference, this would be people, discounts, promotion, tickets, and so on. For example, for Volkswagen, for car company, this can be, for example, different models of the cars, for example, Jetta or Passat and so on. Then you obviously write the text. This is a new caption. You can also tag any Facebook page, for example, like Facebook in this case. You can easily upload an image, GIF, video, URL link. You can create a carousel post for Facebook directly here, or you can easily just add some files from the media library. For example, I have uploaded a couple of images in the media library, and I can easily just drag and drop this post right there. So after the post has been created, I can easily go right here. I can easily edit this post. I can add some hashtags. I can edit the content in any way I want it to be, for example, like this. Or I can easily also click on the post. I can also see it on a desktop or a mobile view, like this. And then I can also go to the activity section and I can see all the previous activity, essentially exactly like you would have it in Google Docs. I can see everything that I have right here. All the previous text, images, posts, everything is directly here. And afterwards, here's what happens. So on the right side of the content, you can easily exchange feedback with the team. You can ask for feedback from the client if you're working in an agency, or you can exchange feedback internally with any of your team members. You can discuss the feedback, make sure that this is the right content, this is the right images, these are the right hashtags, tagging the pages, and so on. This is a place for you to create and to collaborate. So this is the place where you would normally do this in Slack, Telegram, WhatsApp, emails, everyone else. But you can do this directly in Planable. In context feedback for each and every post. So no information is lost and no feedback is scattered. Next, there is an approval process. So you can easily approve the content. For example, where the client can approve the content, or you can approve the content for any of your stakeholders, and then you can easily just schedule the posts to social media, just like this. This is exactly the same process for Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram. For Instagram, we also support Instagram stories. So these are the stories that you can create directly in Planable. You can easily edit them. You can easily play around with them. You can edit the context, edit the stories, add different pieces of text, images, videos, GIFs, and so on. And also just easily manage all of this content via your mobile devices, or both on Android devices and Apple devices. However, this is not all of that. So with Planable, we focused a lot in the beginning on the feed view. This is the one that you see right now. However, we quickly understood that there are many different ways that people, and especially me as organizers, we want to see the content. This is why feed view has been created for the creation perspective. But then you can also see the content in many different ways. For example, feed, calendar, list, or grid view. The calendar list is available for you so that you can easily view the content in a simple month view. You can easily, for example, you can see the content. You can easily just drag and drop this from one day to another one, just like this. You can easily have saved posts on the left side. You can easily also just drag and drop this right here. These are the posts that don't have a time and date. So this means that I can easily just drag and drop this. And these are some of the posts from different social media platforms that I have all the platforms in one single view: Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Everything is directly here. Next, this is a simple but easy to use list view. So list view is made typically for bulk actions. For example, you can bulk all of these posts at once by copying them to other workspaces, scheduling them, making them visible or invisible, adding different color labels, and so on. And last but not least, this is the grid view. Marketers especially know that right now, with Instagram being so visual and so many marketers putting so much effort on Instagram, you can easily just drag and drop the posts on the Instagram grid view right here, so that you can plan how the grid view will look like and choose the right format and the right workflow that works for you best. Last but not least, this is the adding or managing people. You can easily invite people with directly in Planable, and we highly encourage to invite as many stakeholders as you need. Social media people, copywriting people, account managers, marketing managers, but also people on the business side, people from the human resources. Maybe they have some images to share, maybe they have some content ideas. And the beauty of that is that you can easily invite different stakeholders with different permissions. What I mean by that is, for example, you can invite different people from the company to create content only, but they will not be able to schedule the posts to social media or manage the workspace. Or for example, if you're an agency, you can easily invite people as client permissions and approve permissions only. So this means that this person, they can only approve the content, and that's it. This is the only thing that they can do. Last but not least, also managing these notifications to make sure that no people are getting lost or we are getting too many notifications. You can easily add or remove for any of these people. And yeah, basically that's it. Essentially, this is Planable.
All right, and I have a couple of questions. First of all, it looks amazing, especially this feature with the grid for Instagram, because that's becoming more and more popular. Um, First question is, are you connected anyhow with the stocks of images to
This is
use
a great
for?
this is a great question. We currently have a media library. So the media library has been implemented a couple of months ago, but the
Mm-hmm,
next stage for the media library is to have multiple sources for the stock photos.
mm-hmm,
One of the ideas that we have right now on the roadmap is to put Unsplash because this is one of the most popular resources.
mm-hmm.
We also have requests for different other services that are also interested in integrating with Planable from the images perspective.
Mm-hmm. Cool, that would be really awesome. And the second question is regarding the creating the images. Do you have integration with something like Canva.com?
This is Canva also is coming, most probably is coming in the next version of the media library.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we also have lots of ideas and integrations with Canva from our customers and also lots of requests. We are definitely thinking about integrating content directly with Canva so that you can just upload or 3D the content from Canva and just put it
Mm-hmm.
into Planable directly.
Okay, cool. Okay, thank you a lot for the demonstration. It's really clear, and I'm sure that people watching us will definitely start using Planable because it's absolutely useful tool. And I wish you to implement very quickly the new things, because then I think you will cover a lot of things for many companies and for different digital marketing departments or marketing or content departments. So the last question I have here, as everything was absolutely clear to me and I think to our community, what would you suggest to the entrepreneurs watching us now? Because you are the young entrepreneur, you're the young founder, so you should definitely have some great advice for the entrepreneurs that are among our viewers.
I really think that right now is a really, really great time to start a company, especially that people can start remote companies anywhere, being in Georgia, being in Moldova, being in Romania, or anywhere in the world. I saw so many different opportunities for different types of people, different businesses, different interests, of people just building stuff that they are passionate about. For example, someone was just passionate about I don't know, about making smoothies. So basically, they can easily start a newsletter on how to make the best smoothie out there. Or maybe someone just started out as just working out at home, but then they quickly understood that none of the programs out there work for them, so they started to build their own programs. Really, building a company is definitely not, maybe not even the best choice for you, but this is a great decision or solution for short and long time. I've learned so many things over the past 5 years of building a company from so many different perspectives. I really love talking to different entrepreneurs, especially the ones that are super social, super passionate about what they do. I saw so many other people that decided to not go with the venture capital way, and they just decided to bootstrap their own companies. There are so many people on Twitter that I follow that are building their own small companies that make 5, 7, 10K, 25K, but they're happy with that. They are happy with these companies. These companies generate a lot of great offer for them. They are building these companies themselves. They are constantly iterating. They have a really, really small community out there that they're constantly talking with. So just make sure to find this community for you. Start building from scratch. Start building something. There is really no need for technical skills to build a company. You can learn everything just by Googling or starting a course. You can build a small SaaS platform using no-code solutions out there like Webflow or Airtable and Zapier and so on. So really just look out for opportunities anywhere and just get it started.
Well, that's an amazing advice. Thank you a lot, Vlad. Really happy to have you at this webinar. Hope to see you very soon in Tbilisi, probably next
Of course,
year for the
of
next
course,
digital summit.
of
Perfect.
course, more than happy to come next year.
Thank you. See you
Thank
soon.
you.
Bye. Well, this was a truly interesting webinar, and I will definitely use Planable now to plan the next post for our social media. Yeah, we are using them. We are really grateful users of this platform. It really makes our life easier. So go check Planable, stay with us, and see you next time with the new great story and new great interview about one more great solution for business. Bye.